made a huge mistake.
This is the OP1 Field. I've had it about 3 or 4 months, and I think maybe I'm starting to regret buying it. Well, maybe not regret it, but maybe thinking I should maybe sell it. This is from the end of the video, but I'm saying this now because it does get a bit depressed. Not depressing, but a bit of a downer on it. It's a really good fun bit of music gear to use. That's from the end of the video. Alright. Now, it's not a bad bit of kit, obviously. It's just maybe it's not right for me. So this is like a rambly 3-month in honest review of is it worth getting, or maybe it's just, I don't know, not therapy, but maybe myself realising that maybe it's just not for me, or maybe right now I'm not into music enough to warrant having this nearly £2 bit of kit just sat around, or at least not getting the most made of it.
I've made a huge mistake.
Now the reason I bought it was, one, because I wanted to see what all the hype was about. Loads of people go on about this. A lot of people I've never probably seen one or played on one, saying how expensive it is and how everything it does you could do on a laptop or on an iPad, which you probably could, but that's not really the point of it. But the reason I bought it mainly was probably because of this. The Pocket Operator, the sampler one, this is Street Fighter Edition. I mean,
3, 2, 1, I'm gonna shoot a gun.
This is my favourite bit of music gear ever. Well, maybe not my favourite, but it's definitely the bit of music gear I've had the most fun with, of anything. You know, guitars, drums, pedals, synths. This Pocket Operator has been the most fun I've had doing music. Now I just take it with me anywhere I want to be going. Simple, real thin, light, stick it in my pocket and just have some fun with it. Record directly onto a little microphone on top. And that's what I was hoping I'd get from the OP1 Field. I'd get the experience of this, but sort of supersized. And it can do a lot of that stuff, but I just don't, to be honest, I seem to have more fun still with the Pocket Operator. I think maybe the cost price is that I can just walk around with that, no fear, whereas this I'm a bit more like, it's an expensive bit of gear. And for sampling, I mean, this can do, well, come on, let's go on this. You can sample from the microphone, radio, or USB, whatever. You just press a button, sample, you've got it. And here's some stuff, where is it? So look, just the other day,
This is a little something that I wrote long time ago.
just had some records, just sampled a bit of vinyl, random stuff on a few of the channels, I think Gladiators, just to mess around with. So for sampling, it's really good and easy. You can get your samples, chop them up and edit them on the screen and come up with some nice little beats and stuff. But for the price, I mean, I can come up with nice little beats and sample them using this. And I think that's the thing I've been using it most for, just having fun, sat watching TV, coming up with sort of stupid little, 30-second songs, if you want to call them songs. And I'm just not getting the full use out of everything. I mean, inside, obviously, here, there's all the different synth engines. You get some real nice sounds from them, but I just don't know if I get the most from the vocoder as well, built-in vocoder. Don't know if that's going to play anything now through the radio. But there's just so much sort of cool stuff. And it's easy sort of, the graphics, the menu, you can come up with some lot of cool stuff. It's very well designed. You got the different, tremolos and everything. And I'm just thinking, is it for me? And it's not that it's a bad piece of music equipment. I think it's just my mindset and my way of doing music and just how much interest I've actually got in music currently, which seems to have dropped the last few months. Maybe it's time just to sort of say, I've enjoyed having this for a while, I've enjoyed messing around with it, but sell it on to someone that's going to use it a bit more and get me my money back. Because I don't think it's like 17, probably 20, the price wise, I don't think it's 20 times better than this for the fun. I mean, for the music quality, obviously the sound quality in this is real high quality. You got the broadcaster radio feature, which I really like because, I mean, well, firstly, if you're in the car, you can use the car speakers, which is a bit of fun. But you could record to tape if you had a radio with a built-in tape deck, which I was hoping to do. I thought it would be just, a nice way to get some stuff on an actual cassette. As for the tape function, I've seen a lot of comments about this, how there's no undo feature. I really like it, but I mean, when I first started recording music, it was on an old Tascam cassette recorder, So recording direct to this, fast forward and slowing it down, everything, unlimited overdubs. It's a great way just to get some quick music put down, and it was really good fun to use. But I think that the price tag does come into it, and the fact that there's a lot here, you just end up getting lost maybe in searching for the right sound. Like Dreamclav, what's that? Whereas Pocket Operator, you don't really have that many options. If you want to do a bass sound, I just sing a bass note or something into the microphone, pitch it up or down, and start playing playing some stuff on it. So, I mean, that's probably as much as you're going to get from it from me as a review sort of thing. But on a personal level, I was starting to think, is this wasted on me? It's definitely a great piece of music equipment. I can see why it's got its critics, but I'm glad I actually had a chance to sort of get my hands on one, use it, and work out if it's for me.
I made a huge tiny mistake.
I mean, there's no sort of magic synthesizer or drum machine or whatever that's suddenly going to start you playing amazing or sort of boost you to the next level just through the gear, but there is equipment that sort of inspire you to get you playing more. And this has got me enjoying doing stuff, but it's sort of, I find myself just doing the same sort of throwaway stupid beats that I could do on this. And then that's when the price comes into it, which I've mentioned so many times before. In my head, you're just thinking, are you just wasting a great bit of expensive kit doing stupid songs you could do on your Pocket Operator? So if you're thinking of getting one, try to turn this into a positive. It is really good. It can do loads. Like I said, it's got all the different, it's got various, sampled drums, then synthesized drums, all the different synth engines. The vocoder is really good fun to use. And then when you look at this one, and obviously there's a lot of editing you can do, and the different graphics and everything. I think it's one of those things, it looks real cool. Once you get into it, there's so much it can do. It's just, on a personal level, I think its greatness is wasted on me. And the portability as well. I've not had the chance to go out many places with it. I wouldn't feel comfortable playing this in a lot of the places I've been to. Again, because of the price, I wouldn't want to whip this thing out in, not that I've been to that dodgier areas, but I wouldn't want to be walking around the street playing this. Whereas this, I'm quite happy to do so, because this just looks like, a cheap calculator. So this is the very rambly regret video.
I've made a huge mistake.
I think ultimately what I'd say is it's great fun, it can do some great stuff, but maybe it's just not for me, or maybe where I am right now into enjoying music and playing, it's just not right. I mean, on a completely different way of looking at it, this is completely different. The TD3, the bass, the TB3 clone by Behringer. I think you can pick these up for like 80 quid now, similar to the Pocket Operator. And this is great fun to play around on. I've not used it for ages, you can see from all the dust. But when I've got this sat in a drawer and it cost me like £100, it's no big deal. I can, I get this out every few months or something, try and come up with some sort of acid sounding stuff, and it's fun. But I mean, if you've got this sat on a shelf, so you can go and make a song that sounds like, what's this? I think that's when it starts to come down to money. And if you're thinking of getting one, I'm going to keep saying this, it's definitely worth checking out. And I think getting one hands on, you can really see what it's about rather than just watching videos. I mean, stupid this isn't really going to tell you all that much. But what I'm going to do with it, I'm still not sure. I'm thinking I might sell it and just buy, maybe a Pocket Operator or two, Or I might hang on to it and see if it sort of clicks, or see if sort of situations change where I end up using it more. But for now, I do have sort of a feeling of possible regret.
Instead of always coming to me, asking me for money, saying, I've made a huge mistake, you can bail yourself out next time.
I've never admitted to a mistake.
Sorry for this rambling, if no one's even listen to this now, I doubt it. But anyway, that's it. If you're thinking of buying one, enjoy it. It is good fun. I should say that at the beginning. I'll say that at the beginning.